Yo, welcome in, Urban Pictionary. Good morning. We're doing some Touch Designer stuff today. I want to go back in and remake that one visual I made like 2 weeks ago. Using noise tops to control movement. I feel like now that I've spent a bunch of time away from that visual, I've had some time to think about how inefficient it is. So I want to sort that out today. So I'm going to start out by breaking the visual and then we'll rebuild much of it. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in here that's just like, what was I up to? And the answer is genuinely that I don't know. All right. So this is what we've got. And most of this I really truly honestly have no idea what's going on. Like I think this is camera control, but I don't know why there's tops in here. That seems unnecessary. Yes, I did fix the starting card. I mean, you know, I can't keep getting away with stuff. So we're going for doing things the right way. I feel like I've been working in these programs long enough for things to just work, and now it's time for me to do them the right way. You know, I feel like that's fair. That's appropriate. At some point, I might even start using comment boxes to remind me what I was doing when I was making stuff. Because I don't know. This is partially controlling the movement for that, right? So that kind of makes sense, but why is it 12 chops? I mean, none of that makes sense. So we're gonna delete that. And we're just gonna run it back real quick. Because I can accomplish the same thing with LFOs and a phase offset. It reeks of confidence? Oh no. This is a really wild viz. It's got such brazen movement. Yeah, in all honesty, I don't want it to be as brazen. Like it kind of makes me nauseous. And so I want to slow it down a lot. And make it a little bit I want to make it feel more controlled. And then I want to have the option for it to be brazen, but I don't want that to be the default. Right. And so with these two LFOs, I have fixed it. It is complete. I don't know where the circle is though. Um, oh, um, what? Okay, so this might be why I had so many chops. No matter, I can still do it pretty easily, I think, I hope. Here. My challenge, I don't know how to do. And I guess this would be a good question for you if your 4 a.m. brain can handle it. But noise tops, they have the option for moving in 4D space, right? Which looks really nice when you throw on um, a noise here and you throw on a shifted noise here. Like it's regular, it loops, and it doesn't feel like it's doing any of that. But with noise chops, the only thing I can think of doing is using 3 LFOs, putting super small ones on the X and Y and putting one on the Z that's a little bit bigger. But I hate that for me. And I'd prefer to just be able to move through values in 3D and 4D space. So if you have any ideas for that, let me know. But until then, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do this a right way, but a way that I'm not very fond of. Yeah, looped noise, but I want more dimensions than I want 2 dimensions that I can move it in that aren't X and Y, because those just look too regular, too consistent, and too repetitive. Well, I wouldn't need 2 extra ones. I want ones that aren't just like you can clearly see it moving in a certain direction and then you can clearly see it moving in the other direction to get it to loop. Like for this noise, right? Since it's moving in 4D, this is looping, but neither of these dimensions can you like track the the movement like visually. Whereas if I had these two on X and Y, it would be a lot more clear, like, oh, it's looping. Let me do that. So like with this, like you can see that it's just like moving the same shapes around, and I could throw a Z in here to give it a little bit more dimension, um, which is what I would be doing with a chop. But I would love if I could just skip the part where I have to mask that I'm moving on the XY and just, you know, do like move on the Z and move on the 4D. I love a good third and fourth dimension, hate the first and second. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I want it to do this like an ocean. And I can't figure out a way to make chop noise less boring. Right, so that's why we loop in Z and time. Do you mean you want that graph to warp and loop? Wait, time? Because like there's this, looping it on the. What do you mean Z and time? That sounds like it would for tops we loop using Z and time like you're already doing in 4D. Right? That sounds right. So how do I do that for a chop? Because in my head, it would cost less for to do it on a chop, like processing power. Actually, whoa, clearly not. Never mind. Wait, because I would have to still convert this into numbers in order to get that, which costs a lot more. Chop is just numbers if you need four dimensions, such as four channels of noise. Hmm. Okay. That's a fair point. If you need a perfect loop, it would just be using LFOs with a slight offset. Okay, so if I do, yeah, I want to control the position of this circle. Yeah, no, hmm. Is it? Wait, is that what I mean? Maybe. Like looped movement, but not necessarily moving in a circle. Correct. Perfect geometric pattern or just noise? Just noise. What is? Wouldn't I be only be able to move like forward and back on the noise axis? Pattern chop into a lookup chop. It doesn't seem right. There we go. Instead of a pattern, use noise. Okay, okay. I like. All right, let's see what that looks like. then would I just copy that? Not copy, just add more channels in the noise shop. Smart. Um, Chan 1, Chan 1, Chan 2, Chan 1. I love that. What have I done wrong here? I'm tripping. The lookup first input should be the graph, and the second input should be the ramp pattern. Uh, the this is the search, and this is what it searches, I think. Okay, heck yeah. Okay, all right. All right. Yeah, no, I'm good with this. All right. Okay, so we figured that out. And yeah, it's not as heavy as I thought it would be. Sick. Okay. All right. We got a new way to do looping noise. Now I just have to actually fix the... What part of this do I need to fix? I think this, maybe? Because this should define the height of stuff. So if we change this to 0.5, then it should always be on screen. It does not want to go negative. Oh, no, it goes negative. Okay. So then I want... Okay. Um, so then this is running the wave speed. I feel like I could do that way better. So I still use LFOs for this. And since it's a noise, I can just actually do it in 4D. Offset on this one. Wait. No, yeah, it would be across into a null. Can I do a cross between two different channels, or does it have to be between two different chops? Like if I put a constant in, but it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so we do two constants. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, no, I would just fade between chop one and chop two. Think? What? No, I'm just confused. Okay. All right. Seems like not. But I can use this to define states. So if I do state one and state two, um, what I'm gonna have happen for this is state one will be default and state two will be slower. Oh God, I hate this. How long has that been happening for? Oopsies. Let's lower the amplitude on this. There we go. The entire time? Ugh, I love that and I hate that for you guys. So sorry. Sorry for the I don't know, do I do a strobe warning? Is it too late for that? Okay, so this will be the constant that defines how long the frequency is. So for state one, we'll do 3. For state two, we'll do 5. Attach that to a trigger. And attach that trigger to a keyboard in. Okay. Um, no 3. Okay, so now I can slow it by tapping that. Beautiful. Because I want to have like a time stop kind of feel. And so I'll also attach this trigger to the opacity and the brightness. What's happening up here? This is all stupid. I don't need any of this. And then I'm going to remake all of the camera stuff in one go, so I don't need that either. On my phone at work, nobody tell my boss. No worries here. Welcome in. I hope your shift is going well, Sleepy. Chaotic waffle. Nice. Well, happy lunch break. I'm rebuilding stuff. Boss just called. The company's canceled. Yeah, your boss is getting fired. Sorry. Can't win them all, you know? Okay. That being said, I have no idea what I was doing for any. Oh, this is the position mapping stuff. Okay, I think this stays. This is probably fine. So one of these defines the X position of my Orbeez, and the other defines the Y so that they all kind of sit in a grid like that. Sick. Okay. So that's good. That can stay. Am I using all of it though? RGB A? What's A? It doesn't seem like I'm using A anywhere. Yeah, okay. So it just won't pull in A. I'm confusion. Let's play a game of guess what's marinating in your fridge? Salmon. That's my guess. I truly love that that's the first quote ever. That gives me great joy. And I have deeply no idea what the context was on that one. Nope, it's some carne buchada. I'm getting ethnic tomorrow for lunch. Love the dimensions on this nose, just have to say. Thanks. Yeah, it's a fun one. And everything else seems to still be working, so I think I just have to fix the camera and um I kind of want to set up some parameters for um for this. So let's copy this, copy that. And paste that. Uh, That tracks as a quote for Sleepy. We started watching Adventure Time yesterday. Have you ever seen Adventure Time? Also, with this name, do I call you Urban? Do I call you Pictionary? What do I call you Urban Pictionary? Good question, don't know. Okay. Erpic? That sounds like a slur for some reason. Okay, so this seems like it still makes sense. What was this doing? Um, yeah, that's probably fine. But I do want to be able to reset this. In here. And then I'll put that same parameter on all of the LFOs. That all seems fine. Okay, so now every time I press 1, everything resets. Beautiful for the just in case. Consensual degrading. Oh, welcome in, Paige. Uh, oh wow. What have we got? Slurp me up, babes. It's perfect. Consensual degrading. And I'm not even gonna charge you. Hey, Paige. We just named Urban Pictionary Urpic. Just as a heads up. Only now seeing the notification. Well, it's a slow Sunday so far. Okay, so with that, I could go in and make this like an external parameter, but that'll be a thing that I come back and do at some point if I do it at all. But I am very curious what is going on here. So the noise is the height offset. That probably makes sense. And then what about here? Okay. All right, so we now have position information for, wait, here, for our circle. And so I want to make that the same as the look at. So I'm going to make a null. Oh, wait. No. Because I wanted to run this through an additional noise so that I could run. Okay, where's the outputs? Stab. I gotta figure out what. Sabotage. Nightbot, stop lying to the people. I gotta figure out what a sabotage could do for like regular streams because I only have them for games and I haven't set it up so that the sabs are even visible outside of games. I will probably end up doing that like when I go in and rebuild my stream next week. I don't know if you were in stream yesterday, but or 2 days ago maybe. But I'm gonna take a week and a half hiatus. I'm gonna rebuild stream. I'm gonna rebuild my show setup, and I'm gonna move my computer into a shop so that I can do full production practice for an upcoming show that I have. So there'll be a small lull, a small pause in streaming, and then we'll be back, and everything will look kind of the same probably, but it should be more coherent. Oh, oh, cumin. Okay, all right. uh Want to spice up the gameplay? Well, gameplay can be spiced up. Um, no worries there. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I would like to have. Does that work? It does work. Nice. So I want to. I want to have this be like additional to what's here. So, like I want the noise to start at this value, and I don't really know how to do that. Or if I'm doing that already. I guess I might be. Wait, if I put a constant in here, what happens? Oh, maybe I am already. Okay, so maybe. Wait. Let's slide this around a little just to make sure. Okay, not quite. So what is happening with the input of a noise chop? I might have overdid it just a tad. Don't know how to mellow out this menagerie of meat membranes. You know, sometimes you just gotta um give it some more some love and attention, you know, drizzle some. What did I do in the past? I had like 20 years ago, I have this like errant memory of like dumping an entire thing of black pepper on dinner. And I think what we ended up doing was just adding more of everything else. Like we made like three times as much dinner without adding more pepper and then just had leftovers. I think that was our solution. So the solution for you might just be to throw some more meat in there. Toss some cumin in that marinade, and I'm afraid my flank steak is gonna smell like an Indian restaurant. Gotta play the Hollywood music, Bollywood music, or it won't, won't got the same. Why is that just reminding me of when I had a mustard sandwich? She overdid on my menagerie until I went brain. She menagerie on my membrane to like human. It was just mustard, a straight mustard on two pieces of bread. Oof. Why did you do that? What was the story behind this mustard sandwich? She Bali on my until I won't got this. I mean, I've had my fair share of like struggle meals in the past. At one point in my life, I developed an affinity for it's like the anchovies of the vegetable world. I don't really remember what they're called. But it's just like a super salty like pea, I guess. It kind of has that vibe. Also, so this isn't quite working. Oh, you know what I could do though? I could use this to define the offset. That would work. So, no, it wouldn't work. The PA, friends, PA. Child me was an idiot. She's trying to move me onto my edge. All I can remember was I was camping and was making a sandwich and only put mustard on it, and now I can't have too much mustard on food. Yeah, those food aversions are rough. I had a food aversion to like bananas for like 15 years. I should probably actually find the name of this thing. Salty. What's the word? What's the thing that pickles are? Um, Poupon versus Dijon, who's going home in a stretcher. I think Poupon goes home in a stretcher. Dijon goes. Dijon has hands. Right, yeah, so it's cucumber, but it's like a somethinged cucumber. Pickled? Okay, it's pickled. It's something that's pickled. Um, but what I don't have any good keywords for this. Capers. Okay, capers, yeah. Yeah. So at one point in my life, I used to just put capers on everything. And then shortly after that, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to make the entire meal. And so I would just eat the capers, which is like not much further off um from eating like um pickles, like conceptually. But at the time, I was very ashamed of my affinity for capers. Okay, so here's my idea. If I use this lookup as the offset parameter for both of these noises, because I don't know how to do a noise for each, and I move these down to one frame. Okay, so now I can add noise around this. Let's start with a point one and kind of go from there. I'll probably up that quite a bit. And then I can use that same LFO down here that's driving this noise to drive this noise. And drop that in the Z. That's probably not right. Okay, and then if I expand this period, okay, all right, this is coming along. Um, and then I drop that on the X and the Y. I make that the look at for my camera. Okay, so then if I tap 0, okay, so it doesn't quite want to work. It also doesn't seem like it's actually tracking Z. Um, okay, what's happening in chat? How do you get where my PC decided that I wanted to have Firefox and Bing but not Chrome? Did you get a new one? Finally I've managed to re-download Chrome. What so what's the state of your computer? What's the update since 2 days ago? The Caped Crusaders of the Horse Devours variety. Bone apple teeth, absolutely. Finally, I managed to read Alan Crumb. Read that already. Salmon on a bagel with cream cheese, bangs. Toss in some capers and a sliced onion, and you got me on my knees begging. Honestly, super relatable. IDK when my PC decided. Okay, I read that already. The things I do for a sushi burrito. We should go to the place that has sushi burritos like next week. if you're not working on Saturday, or I could pick some up for us. Um, Big is definitely the lawful evil browser, Bing. I hate I hate the look of Bing, but as a search engine, it's not bad. I just don't. The vibes are wrong. The vibes are off. Or pick a sliced onion, an entire whole sliced onion. Um, Sushi Vita retired out of San Diego. I was so sad. It was on the highest uprise and died to COVID. Ripperoni. It's not that hard to make though. Like take that whole sliced up onion and then multiply it by 0.01 strat. Literally went to a nice burg like a fast food place and ordered onion rings, and they gave me an actual raw sliced onion. Yeah, it's police calling hours. No, I managed to break it kinda. I got the blue screen of death and had to restart it, only being able to keep the files I downloaded, which happened to be a lot of my stuff anyways. Um, when I complained, they tried to say I chopped it myself at home, just trying to get free rings from them. I hate Bing because I've had issues with it, forcing me to have it be my main web browser. Yeah, it's super intrusive. Everything Microsoft is super intrusive as well. Um, Despite constantly changing it to Chrome. Yeah, it's disrespectful. I think they got in trouble for doing that though. Um, I heard that same story before when my friend got a cheeseburger at a local joint, and they forgot to take the plastic off before microwaving it. Oh, like if you're gonna go for government cheese, you gotta take the plastic off. They brought it from home. You're not serious. Yeah, very unserious. Okay, all right, all right. We're caught up in chat. What was I doing over here? I think I need to. Okay, so it is doing stuff, but I need to up this by a lot. Wait a second. Okay, so what's the math on this? If I need to find the size of this range. How do I do that? Where's something that defines that? Okay, the tube is probably relevant. So if I take the radius, multiply that by 2, and then multiply that by half of the entire size, and use that as the amplitude, I could probably get a reasonable, like, start. Okay, so let's take radius, noise, offset, reference, multiply that by 2, multiply that, wait, by the, yeah, that, okay. And then I also multiply that by, it is currently 100. Let's just do 100 and see what that does. Okay, that's kind of right. Like it's not super right, but it's kind of right. Um, I heard that same. Oh, I read that. The whole time I was making eye contact with the person who took my order, stating quietly in the back, also pointing fingers. Super unrelated, but I talked to Matthew Reagan yesterday. Oh, nice. Um, That's super cool. What'd you learn? Are you okay to share the knowledge bestowed upon you by our Lord and Savior? Um, oh yeah, another issue I've had with Bing, which was yesterday, I couldn't download Chrome for the life of me. I just did it first try on Firefox. Spooky stuff. Um, yeah, you guys having four different conversations doesn't necessarily make it easy on me, but it's also fine. I can keep up just sporadically, you know? Um, Firefox definitely the chaotic neutral browser. Firefox is debatably the best browser um for many things, but Chrome beats it by a mile for like accessibility, even though the accessibility trade-off is for like your personal information. At some point I'm going to switch over to Firefox, but that'll probably also be the same time I switch over to Linux, and I'm in no rush. Chat stays active with multiple convos happening at once. Yeah. Squish squash goes the train. It's just the rolls, dims the brakes. Splat splish goes the train. Trolley problem anyone? Put everyone on the same track and put the train there too. Squeeze squelch goes the train. Oh yeah, he gave me some advice about a project, and Billiam was there too. He gave me a few pointers. It was nice. That's so cool. What was this the thing that you told me about like a month ago, or is that a different thing? Not a different thing? Wow, you're just so popular. I can't keep up. All these outside activities that you guys have must be nice. I should probably hide most of these at some point, but it's fine. Discord meetup. Oh, sick invite. I would have been on Discord. You got 6 minutes left. Make this entertaining. Uh, 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 uh. If you guys were potatoes, how would you like to be prepared? That's all I got. You're about 4 or 5 seconds from Wildland, and we got 3 more days till Friday. And I'm so with you on that. I'm just trying to make it back home by Monday, honestly. What did I come back to? Beyond me. So you'd be a raw potato? Okay. All right, Paige, what kind of potato would you be if you were if like what how would you like to be prepared if you were a potato? Okay. So this seems like it's almost right, but clearly I've missed something because it's heavily defaulting to this upper end. I could just wait, somewhere in here is the math for if I take the upper range of my RNG and the upper and lower range, I should be able to do something um like a lookup maybe? No, that would be too much. Wait, quote number 0? That doesn't seem right. I guess quote number 0 got deleted? You'd be a mashed yam potato. Well, how? Okay, so if that's not what you said, Sleepy, what kind? What's the strat? And don't say poutine. Or sweet potato. Whatever name, same thing. Um, have you heard of ube? I love that that's still accurate. Um, it's so pretty and amazing in desserts. Never heard of ube? It is. It's pretty. The taste is not something that I understand on a philosophical level. Like I'm not smart enough for the taste of ube. What am I doing wrong here? So I definitely want radius times. Oh no, but that's not right because I still need the offset. Um, yeah, and this is just looping, so that's not right. Like it's so close to being right. It truly is. But I think it's supposed to go from like, okay, let's pop into this geo and see if I can maybe parse out what I'm trying to do. Like it's almost 10, but this goes to like 15 at the lower end. This goes to like -15. How do I do this? Okay, so G is definitely the height, and this should be the skew. Wait, no. Input 3 is green. Output blue. Okay, blue is the height. Green is the, what is that, Z? I'm so confused, so deeply confused. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I should have labeled these for sure. For sure. Um, not smart enough for taste, none of that. Okay, someone send help. I gotta finish this work shift. Actually, I think there's a town around here that, you making ube milkshakes and stuff like that. Gotta sleep. Okay, well, happy 5 a.m. Good night. I just like having so many apps missing on my taskbar. Too many things. missing and things aren't in the right spot. Yeah, rebuilding like a personalized desktop, so much effort, so much energy. But it sounds like you're making progress on the whole getting your computer back thing, so that's good. What is any of this? What was I doing here? Okay, so it goes from 0 to 1, and then it's divided by row, I guess. And then literally nothing happens on this math? Am I missing something? Okay, so B is definitely height, but the rest is not making sense for me. That's not right. Okay, so Y is height. That's helpful. So I need like par 2 range. Yeah, this hurts my brain. I've lost the plot, friends. Yeah, see, this is not quite right. But I'm also not really sure what I'm doing wrong. Okay, you know what I can measure is whether things are almost right. Okay, things are almost right. So like this little section here is moving kind of in track with my null. Okay, actually, I think I might have gotten most of it right. I just need to um, add x as it goes down and subtract x as it goes up on z or down on z. Okay, so the radius of the tube should be multiplied by the x, but then that should be added. Okay, so as far as I can tell, literally like everything is upside down. And that's probably not ideal. Okay, so best case scenario is I can get this null, the one that's kind of flying around here, to perfectly match the location of this peak. And it's kind of doing it, it's just the offset isn't right. But also, things seem wrong by a bit. Okay, so this one is definitely the depth. Right, so that's right. So this should be the skew. And then this is the height. So I need to figure out what I did in the skew to get what we've got. Okay, so it's like super close now, like a lot closer than before. But I'm still missing something in the offset. So the only thing that I'm not understanding right now is why the values that I'm getting are locked around this bottom area. Because I've got the rest of the like complex math sorted out, but it's just my input data is all screwy. And I'm not quite understanding them why. Okay, that should probably do it. Okay, so now I can do my noise adjustments. So these will be my camera offsets, and this will be my look at. Yo, welcome in, Vicky. Long time no see. Hope all's going well. Going okay? We'll take it. About same here. I have a show in 2 weeks, and I'm putting on a show in 4 weeks, and those are occupying a lot of my a lot of my brain space. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can in the meantime, keep my brain active, and continue making stuff. Yeah, we're busy. But I mean, thankfully, the show in 2 weeks, it's not super stressful. Like, it's fine. Um, and so it'll be a nice, like, opportunity to just kind of practice some stuff while I'm waiting for the show that I'm putting on, which is super stressful. This camera refuses to not be stupid. And I appreciate that. Yeah, quite a bit. It's I think it's technically a micro festival, but we've had a couple obstacles and have had to switch venue a couple times. And so I think just like with stuff like that, it's always like, I would have loved like 4 months to advertise. And we have 1 month and we haven't technically started yet. So as soon as we get like our proofs back for um all the advertising packages, like it's things are going to speed up quite a bit. But we have venue locked in. We've talked to the city about it. They're aware and kind of open to support, so that's pretty cool as well. Okay, this is silly. The look at parameter is not doing it's not giving. There we go. Okay, it is broken and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on now, but it is super refusing to. How have your shows been going lately? Um, Project main, engine 2, cam 1. There we go. Okay. It was trying to look at itself. So that's why things were breaking. I can probably bring this down. Okay, so this is technically what I want it to do. I just want it to be like 8 years slower. You got 3 more booked before the end of the year. Nice. Also doing a VJ demo next month. Ooh. What does that mean in context? Where are you demoing? What's the T? Oh, you know what I could do? I could do probably what I want to accomplish with like a clamp on acceleration. So if I throw a limit in here, um, oh, nope, that's not what I thought it would be. Are there other types of clamps? I thought it would have been in a limit, or maybe like a lag. Oh, there we go. Oh, um, there we go. It's trying so hard. It's got the right idea. So the organizer will be announcing it tomorrow, I think, but me and another VJ will be having a showcase demo Q&A, explaining how you VJ prep, etc. And it's for the public, so kind of like an art educational thing. Still haven't picked Touchdesigner up. I mean, here I am at what, 3 years on this program, and it still stresses me out. So like relatable. I don't know what's going on with this little thing. Like it's trying so hard, and we love that. We really do. Maybe if I clamp the slope instead of the acceleration. Okay, that seems like it's working. You're thinking of getting wire? Need to renew your Resolume license this year? Well, Resolume, you only have to renew the license for updates. But also, like, I have wire, and I will say the tutorial space for wire is severely lacking. Oh, you want the updates? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's a bunch of new stuff that they added, which is kind of cool on like Arena, but for wire, they said they revised the tutorials, and that's probably technically true, but I really wish there were more tutorials for wire. Like a little bit more creatively oriented, and then like the logistics side of things. Okay, that's not right. Okay, this is quite a bit better. Another artist, Jacob, has been doing a lot with wire and giving demos. Ooh. Jacob whom? Because I'm always looking for new tutorials. Oh, Jacob Music. Okay. I feel like I'm in Jacob's Discord, maybe? I know I follow. Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right. All right. We found some more tutorials. Oh, thank you. It's, I feel like Instagram is like a really terrible platform for like actually seeing what people are uploading. Like I've been following Jacob Music for eons. Had no idea. Um, that wire tutorials were being made. I've been racking my brain looking for stuff on like YouTube, and I guess my search queries just aren't good enough. Been on Twitch before and yeah, I think that's where I found him. And I follow him on Insta too, because after that I was like, oh, like people doing stuff. Hell yeah, I want to support. And then just like never saw content again because Insta's like algo is stupid. But I've got notifications turned on, and so now I'll just have it. Okay, and then for the camera, I want to use quaternions. That way the movement should be a little bit smarter. started posting a lot on TikTok. I've been thinking about starting on TikTok because I have a bunch of like I started making a visual pack finally. And it's like, I feel like if I only post this on Insta, it will not go anywhere. So I might start actually using my TikTok account. Maybe. But TikTok still stresses me out as an app. Like a lot, a lot, a lot. I don't know. Do y'all use TikTok? All y'all out there? Are you TikTokers? And if so, like, what's been your experience with like the doom scroll? Because that I think is what I worry about the most. Oh, okay, so that's the space for them. I will say, like, the thing that's been most helpful for me on Insta, because I pretty much only used Insta for a really long time, was like just isolating the platform. And so for my business account, I guess, I only follow artists or people that are in some way involved in the creative space. And then on my personal, I follow like people that I know in person. And it's been really helpful to like only go on the art one. Like I realized just like how much of my space, how much of my mental space was being used up by like, getting update. Like it's always tough, I feel like, to like, get that Instagram life update because you only see like the best of people. And it's like makes you feel like you aren't doing enough. It's like, if I just stop getting updates about people's best and follow people that are just doing stuff, like it's not like with the intention of like showing off or showing like best face, it's been super helpful. And I've had that for the last like 3 years, I think, of just like only following creative folk. Okay. So this is it's fine. What I would love to do is I would love to be able to like get transform data that's like meaningful from this. Like if I could have something that like scanned over the picture and told me what the highest value was in like a certain like, 6 pixel region or something, then I could use that to define my look at. And then I could make my camera just always look directly at the ground without having this like looking out into space moments. And that would be so helpful. But with that, I also think I want to try something a little different with this. So if I can put a delay on this, I feel like I might be able to control it a little bit better. So let's make this 3 seconds behind and change these to look X and Z. Just drop that in here. Okay, something's not quite going right, and I don't know what that is. Okay, that's kind of working. And then I can make my look at lower. All right, let's try that out. I'm gonna save real quick because things always like to break when I do that. Um, I do. Me and my friend almost have a 100 streak on it. We have issues. But yeah, doom scrolling is annoying, but does keep you away from unwanted thoughts. But then I feel like it's like not very productive. Like if you're like trading doom scrolling for like distraction, they're both maladaptive. And I want to just like look at stuff that makes me feel better at the end of the day. And like, sure, maladaptive coping skills can be effective, but like I'm definitely trying to thin down on how often I depend on them. Especially now that I'm in like, I guess a technically better space in my life than I have been in the past. Like where I can actually feel safe in like doing self-work. It's like, yeah, I want to do that self-work if I can. I keep managing to get on good sides of platforms so I get content I like. Well, I do know that TikTok is really like TikTok's algo is insanely good. So I feel like if I did put like some effort into it, I could do it pretty well. Ooh, okay, I have an idea. I on how I can drive um the height of my look at in my camera. I could analyze this map and get the highest value, like value of highest peak and value of lowest peak. And it's going to be the same on all of these. And I only need one value. Okay, peak H peak L, and then I can drive my look at with the lowest peak, and I can drive my camera with the highest peak +1. That way it's always looking down. Ugh, I love it. I love most of it. Why is it doing that? If it's the highest peak +1, the camera should never be inside anything. Which means something's wrong here. Do I do any math translations on this? I feel like that's the last one. Oh, I need to add the height of the tube, which is 2. Okay. So if I add um tube p tube 1 dot par dot height and then +1. That should give me a camera position that never goes inside of a tube. Ah, I love it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Okay. I think we've mostly locked in. Okay. You can set up a time limit on the app. It'll notify you when you're on too long. Ooh, that could be good. All right, you guys have nearly convinced me. Might actually start posting on TikTok. Oh, Vicky, I did want to show you the content pack. I was gonna just send it over to you. So this is your heads up, I guess. Um, but I made these little looks, and coffee addicts are a strange category of people. True, true indeed. So I made these. This one's kind of a rip from a tutorial, um, but I did technically still make it. And this one I want to touch up on a little bit. But yeah, new black and white VJ package. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. So those probably won't go in. Um, and then I made this one yesterday. If you give it a second, it does stuff. There it is. They would be good as masking layers. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like I was going for like a something that could be very like multi use case oriented. Because like Murata's content package, for example, it's mostly just shapes and stuff that are baked to hell. And so I feel like that would be useful for stuff like that. Or you could do masking, or you could do like I don't know. I feel like it's got range. The radar blip. Oh, that was at the bottom. Did you see it? If not, I can go back. But I don't know. I don't like the radar blip one too much. Oh, Murata. It's a lot of strobe. It's so much strobe. And they have the like deep fried look of every meme in 2016, and it's fun. It's enjoyable. But I've also heard from quite a few people that they're like, ah, it's repetitive. Like after the first few minutes, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do something other than look at the stage. Are they coming to your town next month? Hype. I mean, Murad is one of my favorite performers. Like, there's like 3 pits total that I'll go into. Like, sudden death easily. Murata fairly easily. And Eptic. Eptic was really fun. Other than that, like, it's rare for me to find pits that aren't just like icky. But those three, they're super fun. Vicky, have you been streaming lately? You haven't? Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like streaming got really, really difficult for a while there. Um, for me, and so I took like small hiatuses. I take small hiatuses pretty regularly. Um, but lately what I've been doing is to just try and like stream for only as long as it takes for me to get started on a project, and then I'll do like customizing and stuff after, because I realized I get really stressed when I think too much about like the look of things, which is something that I've never really been able to do effectively on stream. Like all of my projects look so much, they feel so much more like me. Um, like 30 minutes after stream, once I've just messed around with stuff. You miss it? I mean, we'd love to have you back. I should try to get back into it. That's how I would get stuff done. Yeah, like that that like barrier to starting is it's a tough one. But when I press go stream, I've got 10 minutes to figure it out. And it's been real helpful. Oh, let's just put this up here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. I feel like this kind of looks like a little pew pew. Like that's like the stock back here, scope, other main body, and then the tip of the pew pew. You have a part-time job now, so that cuts into time. Yeah, so real. I went and applied for a new job yesterday's yesterday. Um, because I'm due for a vibe change. But, you know, gotta take it as it comes. Thank you. I hope I get it too. Because I was thinking about like how my time is spent, and I realized that I spend a lot of time recovering from my job, and like while it's really rewarding, I think the work that I do, um, I would probably be able to do more in my personal life if I had a job that paid more and costed less on the emotional side of things. So I'm trying to put a little bit more time into me, and I'm optimistic about this switch. But you don't know till you know. You don't want to work at all. I don't want to do things that feel like work. Like I love making stuff. Oh yeah, those glucose guardians would be divine. One of these days, you and me both, we'll sort it out, Vicky. But with that being said, I'm kind of tired and I'm gonna go on a walk. So we're gonna rate out to Pom Pom, friend of the channel. So go say hi if you can, if you've got time, hang out for a little bit. But otherwise, we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Nope, that's not right. There we go. Stream's over. Bye.